Hey folks, welcome back to the shop here at Markelly Farm. We have a product review for you here today. It's a pretty cool product. Let's check it out. So what we have today is the Hardell Rivet Nut Tool. We've been wanting to try one of these for a while, so we were happy when Hardell reached out to us to do a product review for their product. So what this does is it creates threads in areas where you normally wouldn't have any. And it comes in all of these sizes, all these metric sizes, and 1/4, 20, 3/8 also. So let's unpackage this thing and see what all comes with it. Looks like it comes in a real nice hard case. So easy storage in your shop and keeps everything all together. Comes with a bunch of rivet nuts and the rivet nut tool and the mandrels and everything. We'll do some more unpacking and we'll show you how this thing works. Alright, we have it unboxed. So we have rivet nuts for M6, M8, M10 riv nuts. These are metric. And then we also have 1024, 1/4 20, 5/16, 16, and 3/8 16. So pretty cool. And then all of those mandrels are in here and they're all labeled. There's even spots in the box for other mandrels if you buy other sizes. So basically how this works is you choose whatever mandrel you need. Right now I believe the M8 is in here. So we're going to go with our project with a 1/4 20. So we'll take this out, put it in its corresponding box and pull out the 1/4 20, screw it onto the end. We'll show you how. Let me show you what we're going to do with this. So we have our barbecue we've been working on. We've got this wooden shelf cutting board plank here that we're going to be putting on the side of the barbecue. Now, I don't like using regular bolts with wood because as the wood expands and contracts, you've got the nuts on the bottom and the nuts always fall off. And then you're left with a loose board. So what we're going to do is we're going to put rivet nuts in here. So we don't have to worry about the nuts loosening up and falling off and disappearing because those won't come out. All we'll need is screws to screw it down. So like we said, the M8 mandrel and nose piece is on here currently. So we'll unscrew the mandrel, or excuse me, the nose piece, and then take the sleeve nut off, and then your mandrel slides right out. So we're going to put the correct mandrel and nose piece together. Restore it. Remember I said we're going to use a 1/4 20. So we'll take our 1/4 20 mandrel. We'll throw it in here like that. Put our sleeve nut back on. Twist it all the way till it stops. And then your nose piece screws right into the end of your sleeve nut. Just like that. And then we're ready to go. So we've got our 1/4 20 riv nuts. So we'll get a drill and we'll drill a hole and get this project going. So the kit comes with instructions, obviously, and only a 2-page instructions. It's very easy. So to figure out what size hole you need for the size riv nut you're using, you can see we're using a 1/4 20 over here on the right hand side of the chart. So for that riv nut, we need a 9mm or a 23/64 drill bit. So we'll get started. So we're not going to start out with our 23/64 bit yet. We're just going to drill it the same size we need for our screws. So so our hole in our wood is not too big. We've had the piece clamped down on here, so we'll just drill our holes. So now we're going to countersink our holes just a little bit. Now that we have our holes where we need them, we're going to remove our board and we can drill the actual hole for our rivet nut. So now you take your Rivet Nut tool, open it up, which allows the mandrel to come out, and you screw your rivet nut, proper size, right onto the end, and then you just put the rivet nut down into your hole like that, and then you pull your handles together as far as you can, and that sets the rivet nut in the hole. And then you just use this handle to unscrew the mandrel from your rivet nut, and you have a threaded insert into your material. Let's do that one more time for you. The rivet nuts have little serrated edges on them here so they hold and keep from spinning in the hole when you're tightening the screw up. Just throw it into your hole, pull your handles together as far as you can, about like that, unscrew it. Easy peasy. We'll get the rest of these done. Now that we have all of our rivet nuts in place, take our wooden deck here, line up the holes, and the holes will be right where you need them, because remember we drilled through, right through that wood, so everything's right where we need it. Just like that. No extra wrenches or anything like that. There you go, folks. Nice clean installation and no fumbling around. Now, one of the best uses for a rivet nut is when you can't reach the other side of something. I'm by myself out here in the shop most of the time, and sometimes when I'm tightening bolts into something, you can't be on the other side, so I have to wait for Kelly to get home before I can tighten things up. With the rivet nut system, you only need to be on one side. Now we have that exact scenario right here, because I have this metal sign that's going to be mounted to the back side of the barbecue. We're not going to be able to hold nuts on the other side to bolt this on. So we're going to use our rivet nuts for this application so we can do it from one side. So this project, we're going to go to a 5/16 instead of the 1/4-20. So you just slip that out of there. We'll put our 1/4-20 back in the box. Go to our 5/16. We'll insert the mandrel into the rivet nut tool here. Like so. And then we're ready to go. You can see for our 5/16 rivet nut, we need to use a 7/16 or 11 millimeter drill bit. Gives you all the sizes right there. Take our Rivet Nut tool, got the correct size mandrel in there. Screw your Rivet Nut right into there. Put it right into the hole. Give it a good squeeze. There we go. Have our threaded hole. Now you don't have to worry about your rivet nuts loosening up either, because when you put in your bolt, as you draw that bolt tight, the tighter you get it, it cinches that rivet nut up even tighter into the material that you set it in. So you can give it a good wrenching and it don't hurt nothing. Now we're going to use the torch to radius this sign to the tank. Alright, we got our sign contoured to the tank with a little bit of heat. So now we're going to cut little standoff spacers to space that out from the tank. Alright folks, got her mounted. That looks pretty slick. I like it. And I didn't have to wait for help. Alright, we're all done. We're going to pack this baby up. And I'm going to go ahead and not leave the mandrel on here, because I don't know what I'm going to use next, so I can save a little time. So rivet nuts back in the box. Our instructions. There we go. All packed up. Now another good application for the rivet nut would be if you're using square tubing somewhere. Normally you'd have to drill a hole all the way through your square tubing, get really long bolts and put all the way through. With a rivet nut, you can drill one hole, put a rivet nut in there, screw your bolt in, and you don't have bolts on the other side. And then again, if you can't reach the other side, you have it on there, but that would be another good spot for one. Now obviously a rivet nut is not perfect for every application. If you've got something that you're going to have to put a lot of torque on, or that's going to have a lot of torque on it and moves around, or I like to say if your life depends on it, don't use a rivet nut, because you want the positive bolt all the way through if you're going to be doing something like that. But for lightweight stuff like this, hanging sheet metal, putting things like hanging stuff on the body of a vehicle or something like that, the rivet nut is perfect for that application. So, to my thoughts on this tool. I think this tool is going to come in very handy here on the homestead. I can think of lots of uses where I would need a threaded hole like that, and it's going to come in real handy. If you're interested in this tool, very reasonable. Check it out on Amazon. We'll put the link in the description of this video. If you're interested in that, just go to the description and click on that link. And thank you, Hardell, for reaching out to us and providing us this tool to try out. So we're going to be ordering some more rivet nuts here real soon. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and see us here at the farm.